Alright. Oh, fuck off. Well, we tried to game together. What? Oh. We tried to game together. My wife and I. We tried. But Zuckerberg's equipment is shit. It's shit. His competitors are asking for well over $1,000 for their VR headsets, the ones that are comparable. So we're stuck with this bullshit. I told my wife that tomorrow she should probably go and try updating the Quest 2 to see if that might be the problem. It literally booted her from Onward back to the main lobby. And that's about when she said, fuck it. And I can't blame her. Because we were fighting with the headset to get it to work for well over 30 minutes. Alright. The Cobalt Blue didn't eat the cricket I put in there. I mean, maybe it kind of did. You little shit, what did you do? Because, here, let me show you. Alright. So yesterday, your little brother is finally a dad. That is some good news. We could use good news today. Woo, woo. So we're going to try getting through these animals rather quickly because obviously we started out a little bit on the late side. Okay, that was my bad. I wanted to play my video game. And tonight is not a night where we have to do exercises. Why is that good news? Because somebody had a kid that they wanted, I think. And what up, dude? So this little shit moved the cricket off of her web that I had put there, stuck it over here, I don't think that little shit ate any of that. So we will try feeding her again this weekend. I did not identify the snake. It's probably a green racer. I can't imagine you have anything super rare in the grasses over there that is not supposed to be in the United States. Like, for instance, green mamba. Although the black mamba was named primarily due to its mouth being a dark color. Green rough snake? I thought that was a foreign snake. So this little shit fucking refused to eat. Great. Okay. Now this is the cobalt blue habitat. The cobalt blue itself is still down in its burrow. Once we find the other camera, we'll find a way to fashion it so that you can see the shit going down. Alright. That's fantastic news then. Look at that. Yeah, she ain't gonna need to eat.
Who's that?
That is Abby. Abby is thick. I think we're just gonna wait to feed her until she molts. Well, until technically after she molts. And this is her brother, who is also thick as fuck. Paradise flying. I think we actually might have covered the gliding snake. It's technically not a flying snake as much as it is a gliding snake, because it does not actually produce a means to propel itself. It just carries itself on the wind. But I do have an animal that I'm working on. I just need to piece it together. This week has been absolute dog water when it comes to poetry. Absolute dog water. My brain is just shot to shit. I didn't even drink or do the marijuana. Oh no. Alright. These guys are going back over here. Now, the three tarantulas that I just kind of showed you. We've got one cobalt blue, who's a dick. Sugar Daddy Durs, you outdid yourself. Because that tarantula is a dick. Now I've got to try to go and feed it again this weekend. This time, I'm just going to leave live fucking prey in its cage. And it can do with it what it will. Okay? Because that's some bullshit. I took the time to pre-kill the food. And the tarantula just said, "Fuck you, buddy. Peace." Do a new the effects of THC on birds. What a waste of money. No! Go. You do not hop up on people. No! Duchess, you're not going to get the attention you want. Now go. Go on. Go!
Duchess.
I'm going to lock her in her kennel here in a second. This bratty little fuck up is going to finally push me over the top today. Alright. No! Now Oliver's in here? Get out of here! Go on. No turn unstoned. Crazy depression, anxiety are a bitch. Yeah, they are. Especially when you don't have a reason to be anxious or depressed. People that have like legitimate chemical imbalances in the brain that cause depression, they've got it bad. Because how the fuck are you supposed to go and have that? And even when you do have a reason to be depressed or anxious, it still sucks because in the majority of the time when you're depressed or anxious, it's all due to things that are outside of your control. Hence why your depressed and anxious. Woo! Brentomania! Oh shit, you know what we should do? We should give them a different outlet. Brent! I don't know if you have Cash App, but we do have a better way of donating money rather than giving some to YouTube. I'm gonna go get my tablet. Wait right there while I go and grab it. My wrist is kind of hurting today. But my knees are okay, which is great. No food stamps for anybody.
Yeah, did you go there shutting that down too?
Now, is that going to be temporary until they close the reopen the government?
I'm thinking so.
Because
I've seen a post about saying, hey,
depending on who you talk to, it's either the Republicans blaming the Democrats or the Democrats are blaming the Republicans. Now, if what the Republicans say is true, and the Democrats are trying to pass through things that they ought not do, then it's kind of like we're all screwed. We should be focusing on putting our money toward our country and not trying to help other countries when our country is technically trillions of dollars in debt, like as a collective. So if the Republicans are telling the truth, which is a big if, because you can't trust fucking politicians to be honest, if what they're saying is true, the Democrats need to fucking get off the subject of, hey, we need to go and take money from the taxpayers and find a way to funnel it out of the country. Because that's what Republican officials are saying the Democrats are trying to do. And the Democrats are saying that the Republicans are trying to shut down different areas of public assistance, which is about to happen anyway. Same sentence? Nah, right? Trump building a ball with his name on it. What a joke. I hope he's actually funding that shit either out of his pocket or somebody else's, because if he's doing that on the taxpayers' after he went and ruined the White House's Rose Garden to get it done, oh yeah, that's gonna be a shit show. Fucking ridiculous. And then there is the fact that he can't keep ICE under control. If you guys haven't heard, ICE agents have actually been breaking into homes that don't have any affiliation with the individuals that they're looking for, nor have some of these individuals ever lived at the residence that they go and technically breach without a warrant, which goes against the Constitution of the United States. The fact that this is happening more and more under his watch, during his regime, makes it look horrible. He is literally making it so his predecessor cannot win an election to save his life. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Technically speaking, it doesn't really matter whether it's a Democrat or a Republican in charge at this point. The fact that the government in any capacity can hold the United States of America hostage and ruin the lives of the constituents that they are meant to represent, maybe it is time that we just tell politicians to kick rocks. Get out of here! Duchess, I am so done. At what point did I call you in here? Get out of here.
to think about, but I almost wonder if that just is trying to be an emotional support dog. And once you get riled up, she's like, okay, Dad, pet me, calm down.
She's a terrible emotional support dog. She makes me emotionally unstable.
Maybe in her eyes, she's just trying to help.
That's why I have wireless hole punchers. Oh my god. So, for those that are looking to donate, the Cash App is the best way to do it. Durs has already donated another $100. He's donated at like over 500. I think, and because he donated another 100, we will be doing a challenge. No, not tomorrow. Friday.
Oh, Friday.
So this right here is why.
Lots of cooling agents.
Yes.
Or just extra.
This is why we have gathered here today to look at the tarantulas that we have on display that may cause dismay in those who stray our way.
I wonder if Costco sells the kefir.
Oh God! Could you imagine buying kefir in bulk? My butthole. Well, it will be on fire. We're only doing a little bit. We're gonna boost the humidity just a little bit to ensure that when this little baby right here, this Arizona Blondie, does choose to molt, which is not anywhere remotely soon. She's still got a ways to go. Be ready for it. Am I gonna get a huntsman? I know my wife wants one, but the size of cage that you need for a huntsman is very large. Because those sons of bitches are like active hunters. They don't technically use a web. They like to go after their prey. Duchess, get out of here! Nobody's giving you the attention that you want in here. Go away immediately. You're fine. Alright. So this cage belongs to our Harpagir pulchripes. Up to 6 inch wide is wild. Face hugger. Oh, you little shit! Well, he went into his hidey hole. Yes, sir. You put a money goal. I will try to meet it. Don't say that. That's going to be unhealthy for the both of us. But he has literally funded pretty much everything. All right, so this is the Harpagir pulchripes. It is an African species, smaller in stature than all of the tarantula species that we have here at our house. It is an arid terrestrial species that will become a heavy webber if it does not have adequate dirt to dig with, which we tried. But he has himself a cute little hideaway right here. Yes. A fantastic little tarantula. Hardly ever comes out. Definitely what you would call reclusive. Does not like to be tampered with in any capacity. Little B will tolerate it. Junior, the Arizona Blondie, will tolerate getting her toes touched to move her feet away. This little shit threw up a threat pose simply because I looked at him once.
How dare you?
How fucking dare I? Right? By the way, this whole I've got energy thing is just a farce. Puts on my top hat and monocle. I do say, sir, how much would you like next? That's a dangerous question. I think maybe we need to give it some time before you ask that question again. We also need to come up with a different challenge. You know what it should have been? It should have been the getting the dryer into place challenge yesterday, because that was a bitch. And I have a problem with every single fucking appliance creator that it has, for some fucked off reason, decided that they're going to go and create appliances without proper handholds. Who makes a dryer that has rounded edges? Have you ever tried to get a handhold on an appliance that has rounded edges? Are you trying to keep people from dinging their heads on shit? Because I guarantee you last night I was still dinging my head on the fucking appliance. Trying to knock some sensibility into the fact that it was just a slip show last night. Fucking ridiculous. And somebody's mother said she didn't have a dolly we could use.
Today she told me that she didn't want it. She was worried it wouldn't be able to handle.
We have literally put like close to 150 pounds on that dolly before.
Yeah, it's our card center of the dolly.
In any case, the dryer is in position. We've got it hooked up. My wife has been using it today. It runs decently.
I actually haven't checked the clothes.
Must be a cheap dolly. I'm telling you, I tell you what, I think that she is just being a pansy. Besides, it's not like we could use the dolly anyway. So this is Elasiocyanosarzamai, a tropical terrestrial tarantula, typically fed insects. Primarily hunts insects due to the fact that it has a smaller stature than those other New World tarantulas that it can be compared to. The Lasiodora parhabana, the Theraphosa apophysis, the white-knee tarantula. All of these are compared, even the green bottle blue. All larger than this little pipsqueak. This little pipsqueak also has had a nasty habit of escaping during care. So, now that we've gotten that taken care of, let's go get his brother out that was, I guess, supposed to be his girlfriend until we realized that when it hooked out and didn't just become a female like we had hoped. Alright. And then we'll deal with the roaches, and then we will move on and just rapidly take care of these animals. Tomorrow is my Friday. I'm so excited. So very excited. You have no idea. This feeling inside of me. Oh, we got to realize what it just means. When I sleep in on a Friday morning, I feel less forlorn. So this is the other Lasiocyanosazamai. Again, tropical, terrestrial, New World tarantula that is generally an insectivore due to the short stature of its legs. These critters are mildly venomous, and they do have urticating hairs on their rear end that are meant to impair those that are out to scare these creatures or eat these creatures, one or the other. Now, this critter is, in fact, not going to molt again, so we don't have to worry about him being pre-molt. Without a doubt, hooked out. And he is en route to, being not around anymore. He's not dying per se, but he is not long to live because when male tarantulas do mature, they generally don't last very long. Now, we've had quite a few male tarantulas that have done really well and have lasted years.
Like past the age it's supposed to be.
What was his name? Our first Lasiodora parahabana, Aragog, lasted fairly long.
True.
As did the white knee tarantula, not white knee, the golden knee tarantula.
Nobody's lasted as long as.
The no male tarantula has lasted as long as our male Monocentropas balfouri, who is going on, I believe it is year 8 now. So these right here are dubia roaches. Dubia roaches are a feeder roach, typically found naturally in South America. They make for excellent pets if you don't want to do something ridiculous like owning tarantulas. The reason why they make awesome pets is because of the fact that they don't smell much and they are non-venomous. Come on. You can just pick them up, hold them, set them down, let them crawl around. They're pretty good. You raise up enough of them, you can sell them for pet food, which I should be doing, but I keep forgetting to go and promote them. Kind of important when you're trying to sell them. Kind of. We do have tarantulas that are large enough to eat the adults. The Theraphosa apophysis is one of them, and she has fed heartily recently. She is a full-blown beast. Has anybody made any comments?
Last one I see is about the cheap dolly.
Yeah. All right. Just died. I am giving my typical spiel here. Nothing that I am about to tell you is necessarily going to be new to those who come through to view what I do nightly. They all know the shtick. They all know the spiel. All right. Duchess, leave me alone. Leave me alone. You are not helping a single thing in this situation. And I'm not going to give you the attention that you want. I'm trying to fly through these other animals. Go on. You will get the attention you want, at least a little bit, in the bedroom with the scritches. Not very much, because it has been a very long day. I'm trying to get this done quickly. Duchess! Get out of here. Go on. God, Duchess, go!
Duchess,
Get...
come on.
This is exactly why I was so livid with her when we were trying to deal with the dryer, is because she would not get on up out of the way. She constantly had to be in the middle of everything. And like, I love my dogs, but honestly, they need to take a hint, and it's not so much a hint as it is a leave me alone for right now. We'll circle back to the whole scritchy scratchy thing later. Roaches. So these are orange head roaches. They are another tropical, somewhat variety of roach. And I say somewhat due to the fact that the person who sold them to us told us these roaches needed to have a warm environment like the dubia. Duchess, get out of here. Get out of here. If you come in here again, I'm going to put you in your kennel. You're not going to like it. You need to stop harassing me. I did not tell you any such thing. You've got this weird fascination with me, Alf. I think you need to seek a professional help. Alright. Oh my god. She's so fucking fat. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you're going to want to take a look at this critter right here. She is a Theraphosa apophysis and is quite hard to miss. Look at how crazy fat this tarantula is. Look at that. So Theraphosa apophysis is
That's a big bug.
right. Theraphosa apophysis is a tropical terrestrial tarantula, typically found either in Brazil or in areas of Venezuela, if I'm not mistaken, which of course I can be. They are primarily seen as insectivores. They are related to the Goliath bird eater, whose name is pretty much a misnomer that was used to gather the attention of folks who might see them as worth trying to buy as a pet. Now, don't get me wrong, while these guys are fairly interesting, they do have a defensive nature that one might construe as being a bit abrasive. They are quick to throwing urticating hairs. They will rear their legs up, give you a threat pose. They will try to bite you. They're not necessarily something that you consider tame. As a matter of fact, in most cases, she has remained underground. Not quite to the level that we might consider her to be fossorial, which is where the animal spends like 99.99% of the time underground, but enough to make you go, what a pet hole. Because she's a pet that never comes out of the hole. That's the joke of that particular thing. Now, the reason why you might want to own one of these is simply because of the shock value when she does come out. This tarantula right here is going to get about the size of a dinner plate. I call it face hugger status. And when she does get that size, pretty much everything the size of a small cat could potentially be on the menu. I would not do that. I would not feed her a vertebrate because tarantulas like her do not have venom that necessarily affects vertebrate creatures in a way that is going to be lethal via venom. Instead, if this tarantula wants to put down a vertebrate, it has to literally stab its prey or its victim, depending on how you want to call it, until it hits something vital and the prey item dies. Their venom is considered comparable to bees and wasps. It's just not that impressive, which is why it probably has urticating hairs. Again, in nature, it would not likely be seeking out things like birds, rats, mice. But on the off chance it does find one, usually it will prey upon vertebrates if they are sick, injured, or otherwise weak enough to take them out. I actually got this spiel. Don't get me wrong. Okay, so, religious-wise, I have been baptized, I believe, in the LDS Church and the Presbyterian Church. Dos baptism. Baptism. I'm not even going to try to say that in Spanish. Been baptized twice. I have had the same, what would you call that? The same transient individual show up at my work twice and practically at my house once. Okay, I have heard the good word. I believe in Jesus Christ, but I do not go and proclaim my beliefs in him, because the majority of the people out there know about Christ and Christianity, and people have already tried to convert them, and many people have already made up their minds. I hate to break it to you, but those who want to be saved are often already within the congregation or a congregation. Even my wife has shown interest of going to church with me. But we do tend to keep religion, for the most part, off of the live stream because it tends to make people abrasive, more so than politics. For some reason, it doesn't matter what kind of religion you are, somebody's going to have a say about it. So, just letting you know now. I literally, one of the employees walked in and said, "Hey, security, there's a lady out here harassing folks." And I'm like, "Is it the Christian lady again?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think so." And it was, in fact, her. Proselytizing is fine unless you have been told not to do so on a property, now more than once. Yeah, I generally don't recommend doing that with anybody's religious text, but I'm sure that's not going to have any negative effect later on down the road. It's just like doing that with the Quran or with any texts that describe Buddhism. It's just generally speaking, in my opinion, not the wisest idea. It's the same reason why I don't get up in arms about my brother having his pagan books around, is because, I mean, first of all, witchcraft is mentioned within the Bible, and second of all, Christianity has done so much to try and obliterate various types of paganism off the face of the earth, and despite all the efforts that the Christian faith has worked toward, those same other religions have existed. And now we live in a world where they need to coexist. A lot of people will say that's blasphemy, and that's fine, but I tend to adhere to the text within the scripture that say, leave it to God. So I only did it once. You can only go so long in your life witnessing certain strange occurrences that make absolutely no sense before you start recognizing that there is something beyond the measures of man. Things that probably brought about religion to begin with. All right, so next up, we have a white knee tarantula. Like I said before when I mentioned it, tropical terrestrial tarantula. South American species. She is, I believe, full grown. She's doing so good. Look at that. She is sleeping. Now, that does look a little reminiscent of a stress curl. I will give you that. But I might point out full booty hair. Look at that. Absolutely no bald spot. It's almost like she's not fully stressed out. Oh. Oh, holy cow. Now I'm starting to get those. You ever get those yawns where every time you yawn, you get like twice as tired? Yeah, that's where we're at. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Generally speaking, tarantula care is not. Tampon wrappers make good papers too. To be fair and to be completely honest, when I tried to roll my own joints, can't even call them blunts, I wound up with like wannabe joints that were this thin. That was a sad day. It's a sad day. I tried getting stoned. That was after my ex broke up with me. My ex Hillary broke up with me, and I wound up living in a broken down hunting trailer that had the windows busted out. I did my damnedest to get stoned off my ass. It was just sad. But now, that bitch is in jail. I still say that it's kind of surprising that she's the ex that wound up in jail. I was kind of thinking that would have been Grace.
Fuck.
What?
Dog's food.
Oh, fuck.
I was gonna do that while I was up.
Just stop. Jesus. No, no. You were told no, and you are still persisting. Knock it off. Stop. Fucking loyal to a fault. Oh, look, there's still food in her dish. Oh, what? I thought bongs would be better than fucking. I thought bongs would be better than mother.
There's more moisture in bombs.
Yeah, there is. Same with hookahs. That means you also can't do the vape stuff, and more importantly, you can't do. Stop it, resin. Girl, get the fuck out of here.
I do resin. Right, hon?
Wrong kind of resin. Dog is not making me feel great. I'm telling you. Oh, it's only 9:22. At least we got time. Things that happened today at work. Yeah, here we go. It was an all right day. Let's start out that way. I have dealt with worse. However, today I witnessed somebody trying to put a lithium battery over where the refrigerators go. And I had to go up and inform her that, in fact, no, you need to go and take that over to the hazardous waste facility. I also witnessed somebody that parked the wrong. This is all going to sound super mundane, by the way, except for the battery. The battery was an unnecessary fire risk due to the fact that if it were punctured, there'd be another incident. Somebody parked the wrong direction in the public bay, okay, and started to drive away because, you know, by the time I got there, she was done throwing out her 3 bags. When I broke it to her, she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. This is my first time here." I'm like, "It's okay, just next time." And then she proceeded to try going and driving the wrong direction. And I'm just like, "Oh my Lord, it really is her first time." It happens, and it's fine. There's no big issue. Nobody was hurt. It's just informing new customers about the policies that exist to keep people safe. Like the One Direction policy. It's kind of nifty. Prevents people from being hit very often. Oliver, no. No. Stop it. Don't wag your tail at me. You're supposed to be getting scolded. Fuck.
Mommy, Dad talked to me.
Try to teach them a lesson. They think that they're getting head pats. There is no viable way to teach them anything. It's like all news is good news. They cannot discern what's bad or not. Except when they're outside and Oliver gets yelled at, then he understands. Apparently. I guess grass is the only difference. Alright, here we go. So we have to wait until we get a better camera. I'm thinking the next camera that we get is going to be a wireless one that uses batteries. So you just go in there, pop it off, put the batteries in, and then put it back in. Or you take it out and recharge it, one or the other. But I need to get a hold of the company to figure out, because even if we need to put one in the far corner facing the tarantulas, we can do that. We need to do that in all of our cages, to be honest. But I want to get rid of the Wyze cameras, and I want to go and get it so they're just on one plan. All right, so next up we have our Monocentropus balfouri, which are one of, I think, 3, maybe 4 species that can be cohabitated with their own species. You don't want to try and cohab these with other tarantulas that can live with their species because people are going to eat people. That's just not pleasant. Looks like their food. Get a load of this shit. I think the crickets have found that they prefer the red dyed fish flakes to the white. That's wild. All right. So this is our female right here. This is, yeah, it definitely smells better in there. This is Galorum. You can definitely tell the difference between a female and a male. The males tend to have darker colorations all around, while the females tend to have a lighter color scheme, except for the legs. The females do get bigger than the males, and our male right here is He's old. Like I said, he's about 8 years old now, give or take. We got him from our original spider guy, if I'm not mistaken. He is a twisted silk exotic tarantula. And he came with two others that turned out to be male. And they passed away. In the time that is usually seen for male tarantulas, they passed away. Like, molted out into a mature male. And like within a year or two, they were gone. But he remained. Oh, yeah. And when we got the female, he still did the deed. And yes, they go on now. It's very weird that they're more so attracted to eating the red, though. You'd think that that'd be a little bit harder to digest, given where red dye tends to come from. It's not easier to digest. Care for Monocentrobus balfouri tarantula is pretty straightforward. They are an arid species. So, you want to focus primarily on keeping their temperatures up. Talking 75 through 80 degrees. Want to make sure their environment is free of any excess humidity, while also keeping in mind that they are living creatures, therefore they do need to have a water dish. All right. We maintain the water dish so that they have a place to drink. We have caught them drinking from it before. If you go and catch somebody saying that Monocentrobus balfouri or any real species of tarantula ever out there doesn't need water, say bullshit to their face. Just outwardly go, "You're full of caca, my dude. Your breath reeks of manure, sir." Something along those lines. Hello, spider kicked on the tarantula male. Spider senses kicked on the tarantula male. I think he's actually asleep, which is understandable considering he is very old. Pretty sure he's like 125. No! Duchess, you have been told no. 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 Don't you fucking look at me like that, you adorable piece of shit. No. 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 You're not going to get the attention you want. I'm dealing with the other animals right now. Get. She makes my anxiety so much higher than it needs to be. Get the fuck away from me! Get out of here! Motherfucking dog. I don't give a... No, that's wrong. I do give a fuck. The wrong kind of fuck! Get the fuck away from me kind of fuck! I don't need to be harassed today. I already walked 14 miles. I already had to deal with a bunch of idiots that are calling for their whatever moderator or administrator to make it so every post, get this, every post on the weight loss, weightlifting group that I manage needs to be moderator or admin verified. First of all, there is not one goddamn admin that is actually functioning as an admin on there. I'm all they got. And there is no fucking way I'm going to go through and sift through all that bullshit. All right, Durs, you have a good night. May your dreams be pleasant, sir. And prepare yourself for Friday. It is going to be lit. Especially my mouth. It's going to be on fire. All right. Good news about Balfouri Cage. is that it is incredibly white due to the fact that they are an arid species. An arid species. All right, next up we have our green bottle blue female, Ducky. Green bottle blue tarantulas are a species of tarantula that cannot be categorized as necessarily arid or um, tropical. They do like it humid sometimes, but they do need to have it arid other times. So, due to this particular shift in their environment, in their ecosystem, when you own a green bottle blue, you need to go in and you need to mist the cage every other day. You need to mist it, let it dry out, then mist it again. You can miss a day when it comes to misting, accidentally missed it 2 days in a row because you forgot, but do not make that a habit. All right? These tarantulas can be flighty. I've never gotten bit. We've only had one threat post thrown up. They also need to have both an arboreal type habitat and the ability to act as a terrestrial species due to the fact that their behavior tends to shift between those two. So, you can really see that blue in that green bottle blue. She could be pre-molt. It would be nice to see her flip over and cast off her old skin. Now, like I said, needs to be misted, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Just take the bottle of water. Why is it on spray? Mainstream. I need it to be right about it. You should really feel proud of what you did today. None of these dishes were anything but delicious. Whoever goes home tonight will be going home having made a good dish. There we go. You want a pet boom slang. You want, if I'm not mistaken, have I ever been bit? Not by one of my own animals, but I have had my finger chewed up by some baby spiders back when I was a kid. I have been stung plenty of times. None of my tarantulas have ever landed a fang on me. I have had urticating hairs cover what I'd consider large portions of my body. And I have been an itchy bitch, but I have not been bit, no. Now, I've had plenty of opportunities to be bit. Charlotte, our white-knee tarantula, has somersaulted across the cage to lay her hands on me, which you little shit over there, technically constitutes as assault. Since you're a pet, it doesn't play out that way. Well, it's not so much as unsafe. There's always a chance. But the fact of the matter is, tarantulas aren't these menaces that people seem to think they are. As a matter of fact, even those that have a tendency for being, stressy and aggressive, don't really tend to go out of their way to bite you. Generally speaking, when it comes to that kind of behavior, it's more or less defensive and not offensive. The one species of arachnid that I know about that will actively, some say the brown recluse will do that, but the camel spider that is out in the Middle East and in some parts of the United States, they will chase you, but not to hurt you. You see, camel spiders will chase you to utilize your shadow. They are looking for a place to cool down. They are desert-dwelling creatures. It's hot out there. Okay? It's hot. Alright. What's the largest, most dangerous snake? Well, he's technically little guy, and he's only primarily dangerous to himself. That snake knocked himself out going after a dead rat one time. But he has dropped me to my knees. I had him around my throat, around my neck while I was out walking. I had him underneath my coat during the winter. And he had his little nose sticking out of my collar. And a bird flew by. And the warmth of the bird against the coolness in the air freaked him the fuck out. Because ball pythons utilize heat sensors built into their bodies to discern whether something's there or not. So I wound up on my knees. My snake gave me 4x4. That is a statement no man should ever have to say. They're still arachnids, you dorkfish. We are extremely used to them. Yeah, I've heard people say that brown recluse or fiddleback spiders are offensive little shits that will chase you down and try to bite you. I have my doubts. And I have my doubts. Let's see, what time is it?
Oh, 20 minutes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, Alf's over here. I free handle my recluse. I don't know what these pansy motherfuckers are talking about, but my little one, he didn't have a problem with me. I even free handled him next to his Black Widow brother. It was fine and dandy. And I was high at the time. I made room for some shrooms that I chose to consume. My impression of Alf, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit off. A little bit off. But, you know, afraid of people. That tracks more. Hey, brown recluse that stay in the dark and rarely see light move much faster and usually have darker bodies. It's pretty fucking dope that you're making those observations. Many people wouldn't take the time of day. Most people would just be like, call the pest control. Alright, is the water over there?
Guess what?
What? There's water in the water bottle. Stop the presses. We have to write ourselves a new headline. Ooh, I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. I think tomorrow I'm gonna just try for 11.5 miles walk.
And you still go to pork chops tomorrow?
You mean pork steaks?
Yeah, that's it.
Duchess. No. Nope. I said no. Get out of here. No. Fine. Come here, Duchess. Okay. Okay. Puppy hugs. Oh. Goofy dogs. Come on. I swear to God, Oliver, if you fart in my face, I'm going to be so upset with all of you. including the cats. Everybody gonna catch some. There you go. There you go. Go on. Duchess, you too. Go on. Hey, Jack. And now the cats are here. Come here. Come here. There's the kitty cat. Duchess, no. Go on. Are you fucking kidding me? No. 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 You've been harassing me this entire time. You're not going to start back up again. Do you understand how obnoxious it is now that I have your paw? It's not very fun, is it? No, you want your paw back. Stop hitting me to get my attention. It ain't fun for you. It's sure as heck not fun for me. You learned yet? No! Fuck off. Sorry, I had to see that. Dog needed a little discipline. Duchess, go on. Get out of here. Take care of this little creature. Ah, biscuits. You can see a little bit of mold. Luckily, she's in a cage. It's easy to clean. Kind of just get her over into something else and then take the cage out and dump it. Oh, shit. All right. So this right here is Elasiadora parahabana. She is our eldest, technically, tarantula. I think she's about 9 years old. Isn't she? She's about 9 years old.
No, we got her at the same time we got the male Balfour, but
She was already
we don't know how old she was. So she might be more like 8.
8 years old.
Might be 9,
But she is closing in on full grown. She's not quite there yet. As you can see in the stream here, she still has a molt or two left in her. And I say that because I always judge a tarantula's growth on the size of its abdomen. I missed her cage again. We're going. She's actually the nicest tarantula I own. Watch. See? Nicest tarantula I own. She is a larger tropical tarantula typically found down in Brazil. This is a tarantula. And though many people out there seem to associate tarantulas with all things creepy crawly, they make for pretty decent pets. She is adorable. She is a little standoffish when it comes to larger prey still. You little shit. Ugh. I'm really hoping that's just old webbing that she's pushed down to the ground. Hey, Mimi! So we are going to let this dry out just a smidgen. Looks like we might have some mold we got to pick up right there. Honey, how much money do we have? Yeah, we need to buy bricks. I'm almost scared to see what we've got going underneath this water dish. Woo! Girl, I'm gonna need to go and clean that out. Now, this is probably going to stress her out just a little bit. Tarantulas use their webbing to discern whether there is movement in their cage. Okay, so that's just a little patch of mold right there. I was worried that it was going to be just ridiculous. Spot cleaning for now. Be nice. Be nice, you 8-legged puppy dog. The reason why you want to go and keep up on the mold, make sure it's cleaned out, is due to the fact that if it gets too bad, it can clog up their book lungs, which is to say their, what would you call that? Book lungs are they're a breathing apparatus that they use to pick up on more oxygen than other animals might. True spiders have one set. Tarantulas have two, which is why tarantulas tend to get to a larger size. Why is the... God damn it. There you go. All right, so we get bricks of dirt called Eco Earth. What we do is we go and move our tarantula whose cage we're trying to clean into a different temporary holding container. And while they're in the holding container, we take their old dirt out. We dump it, and then we take the new dirt that we let expand in water and put it in their cage after cleaning. And with this cage, it should be easier because it's literally meant to be toted around. So we just get her into the new enclosure. Yeah, big spider ass instead of big ass spider. Now it's a combination of both. Now, of course, tarantulas aren't true spiders. True spiders aren't tarantulas. There are some species of true spiders that are like on the cusp of being tarantulas, but they aren't due to the fact that they don't have the secondary set of hook lungs.
So
What?
they don't have our usual ones available right now.
Fuck.
There is another style brand we've got where it's 5 bricks for $17.
Do we want to try that?
We've used it in the past.
Has it done well?
I think so.
Alright. Well, I guess get it.
They'll be here for minutes.
Alright. You mean day after tomorrow?
No, now it'll be here tomorrow.
Alright. I wish we had some on hand, but I used the last of it up. My wife can barely watch. Oh well, she's afraid of larger spiders. You know, it's funny. My wife is afraid of smaller snakes. Hilarious, because we own these right here. And that's another reason why we've got to go and swap some stuff out. Hi, Belle. It's Mimi. It's Karina. We're going to have to dump water in that cage tomorrow. Okay, so last but not least, we got to go and peek into the scorpion cage. When it comes time to go and take care of Little Bee's cage, we will try to add 2 or 3 bricks in, but to be honest, it's probably just going to be less of a layer. Now let's check on this scorpion, shall we? Come on. Tell Mrs. Critter to look at Messenger.
Alright, just a minute.
Come on. Stop fighting.
Oh, he's a butthead.
What did he send?
Small thing.
Douche.
Not gonna look at the little green thing.
Oh, is it in the tree?
Or plant.
Yeah, he sent it to me already. This is our pregnant little scorpion. Damn it, come on. Come on, phone. I'm exhausted by today, and I just don't want to have to deal with a phone that's going to make it worse. The phone doesn't want to fucking cooperate. What do you think happened? The phone doesn't want to cooperate. That's why the phone not cooperating. I'm trying to get... I'm getting more and more tired. I'm like, just stop trying to resist me, trying to go and fucking take care of this. She's looking thick. Yeah, I don't think I want to watch now. Alright. Alright. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And I better not see you on the news. Unless it's good news. We gotta drop